Should you say that you did something by accident or on accident? I'm Teacher Mike, and today we're learning different ways to say that something was an accident. First, we're going to talk about the difference between by accident and on accident, and then we're going to talk about some other options that we have. So, what's the difference between by accident and on accident? The difference is just that by accident is the correct one. Although you might hear native speakers say on accident sometimes, it's not actually correct. So yeah, by accident is correct, and on accident is incorrect. Also, although by accident is sometimes used at the beginning of a sentence or in the middle of a sentence, we usually use it at the end of a sentence. For example, he started a video call by accident. However, it often sounds more natural to just use the adverb accidentally. And although accidentally can go at the end of a sentence, it's usually more natural to use it between the subject and the verb. For example, he accidentally kicked his dog. You can also just say that something was an accident. So if someone did something by accident and they're apologizing to you, you can say, "It was an accident. Don't worry about it." And now here are some ways that you can talk about accidents without using the word accident. First, we have I didn't mean to. For example, I didn't mean to upset you. That basically means, I see that I have made you upset, and I want you to know that that was not my goal. Or, I didn't mean to CC him on that email. That basically means, I see now that I CC'd him, and I want you to know that it was an accident. You can also use I wasn't trying to. Whereas I didn't mean to focuses more on the result of something, I wasn't trying to focuses more on why we did it. For example, if you say, I didn't mean to be rude, this focuses more on the fact that the other person thinks that you were rude, and you want to show them that you understand how they feel. But if you say, I wasn't trying to be rude, this focuses more on explaining why you did what you did. For example, maybe they think that you were trying to be rude, but really you were just trying to be helpful. You can also say that something was unintentional or that you did something unintentionally. These are basically just more formal ways of saying that something was an accident. For example, if you accidentally deleted an important document and you need to inform your boss about this via email, you could write, I unintentionally deleted the document. Or maybe your boss notices something that you did accidentally and asks you why you did it. You could reply, sorry, that was unintentional. Not on purpose also means basically the same thing, but is a bit less formal. And we usually use it when someone thinks that something was not an accident, and we want them to understand that it was an accident. For example, maybe I'm walking with my wife and I accidentally kick her. If she says, hey, why'd you kick me? I could reply, sorry, I didn't do that on purpose. Also, it's important to remember that accidents are not exactly the same as mistakes. And if you don't know what the difference is, I recommend watching this video right here. That's all for today. Thank you for watching.